You don't dey prepare meeting. Mm. Okay. I've sent it to you.
That you have what's kilo to go.
Yeah, I don't send them to Nick. I check on if you feel.
Okay, you don't set them up, Abi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right now.
I think that's but my voice they rebounce.
Best of God though.
Okay, yeah, no one.
Okay.
Mm. Nick, can you hear me? Sorry, can you hear me? Okay, that's all right. So let me see. Mm, give me 1 minute. Okay. So while we wait for other people to join, and while we wait for other people to join, so we just show you a brief of some stuff. So we have, let me open this. So I don't know if you can see my screen. Let me see if I'm sharing my screen already. Mm. So can you still hear me? So sorry for the breaking conversation. So to continue what I'm talking about saying earlier. So I want to show you some things that I want to show you some things that we are going to probably do, and for you to see how it can looks like, what you can do, for you to know that okay, this is not to waste your time or stuff. Yeah. So for example, this is one of the stuff I did with AI. I never did design. This design and everything that you have here that you can see on the screen, it's literally done by AI from start to finish. I never did any design. I never touched anything. It's just for me to give it a prompt on what it has to do, and everything is done accordingly. So let me just give you a brief run through of what this looks like. So this is app, it's just like a to-do app that helps you to be able to that helps you to be able to um organize yourself, set your to-dos and stuff like that. So for example, we have what you have to do today. We have all this dashboard. So if you come here, task, you can set a new task. Let's say add a new one. Let's say you want to set a task um go for shopping. So you can set your task and it will automatically set a task for you. You can move it around, move it to from here, you can move it to what you have to do today. If you are done with the task, you can click complete. Every animation that you see here, every interaction that you see, everything was done with AI. Not even one design. All I did was just to give it instructions of what it have to do. And after the instructions, it did everything I wanted to do. So on notes also, when you click here, you see notes. Notes, you can add a note, type anything you want to do. And also here you can see timer. You will see the stopwatch. The stopwatch is working. When you click, it start reading, and you also have shield. Shield is if you have a website that is distracting you, just put the name of the website and send it. It will block it out. So all this thing you see is done through AI. That is one. Another one I can show you is let me see another one I can show you. Let's look at this. So these are some of the stuff that AI can do for you as a designer. So when you click this, this is a timer for around the clock. This is a time in my location. This is a time in New York. This is a time in London. So let's say you want to add a time for example, you have a client you're working with in, let's say Nigeria. When you click, just type Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Automatically, it will, okay, permission. Okay, it will request a permission for it to get done. But all this you see is done through AI. So that's about that. And so starting with what we have today, let me just go through the, give me 1 minute. Done. Let me just hide this somewhere. So going through what we have today, hold on. Okay, so we are starting with design better interface with AI. So this is just to set the understanding of how to use AI properly as a designer. Then this is how it starts. This is just an introduction. So starting with just a little introduction about myself. I'm a product designer at Sacrac. I have a MSc in user experience design and interaction design. I have experience in fintech, edutech, edtech, and other stuff like that. I'm married. I've won 6 different design awards, and also AI makes my life way easier. So that's one of the reasons I want to share this with you. Then, so one thing I want you to know is design with AI is a skill, not a shortcut. It's a skill on its own. It's not a shortcut. So then another thing I want you to know is AI does not replace a designer, designer's judgment. It brings it into sharper focus. And what that simply means is you don't AI does not replace your judgment as a designer. It just helps you to be able to refine tune anything that you have as a designer. And also prompting is the new design interface. All you have to do from the previous design that I showed you before, all I did was just to prompt the AI and it's deliver all I wanted to do. Then also the output quality determine what you put in. The quality of the delivery that the AI is going to give you, it's determined on what command or the prompts you put in. So we are going to cover every of those stuff today accordingly. Then also where AI fits in designer workflow, where AI fits in for a designer workflow. So hold on. So it AI fit um, in ideation process. It helps you in accelerating your idea. It's not for decision making because you will have understand what you want to do before. Then it just help you to want to accelerate the idea of what you want to do. It's best used in exploration and variation. For example, you want to have 2 different ideas and see the one that works best, or how it will look, or how you want it to perform. That is where AI can come handy. Instead of you designing for A, designing for B, just prompt the AI. It will be able to do the variation of different ideas that you have. And where AI should never lead is through strategy, empathy, and product truth. These are done through research, so you don't handle or give orders to AI on its own. So then another thing that we have, um, waiting room. Okay, sorry, I want to let these people in. Admit, 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 admit. Okay, sorry for those that are still waiting. So, and the anatomy of, sorry, give me 1 minute. So, the anatomy of a high quality design prompt. So, for you to get a high quality design prompt, these are the things that you need to, some of the things that you need to put into consideration. Prompts are structured brief, not request. You make sure your prompt is what is well structured, not that you just bring up anything. Make sure it's well structured and in align to what you want to do and the project itself. And every strong prompt has intent. There's a reason for every prompt that you give to AI to do. It has intent, it has constraint, and it also has context based on the project that you want to do. That is how strong it should be. And also, unclear prompts gives you unclear results. So if you tell AI what is not clear, even when you yourself you are not clear about it, it's to give you design that is not clear. But if you are clear about what you want to do and you give it and you give it what it has, well, what you want it to do, it will help you what enhance your results as a designer. Then finding users, um defining user intent with with precision. Now, let me explain this. What this means is design outcome change drastically with users intent clarity. So now, if you want to prompt what you want it to do for you, you have to be very clear as much as possible about the users, because this is talking about the users, what you want, how you want what you are building, how you want it to behave, and also specify users' emotion, urgency, or environment. For example, if you want to design for, let's say for seniors are old people. If you want to design for them, make sure you specify it. If you want to design for Gen Z, make sure you specify it and also describe their real behavior. For example, let's say they are professionals, let's say they are people with accessibility issues, maybe they are people with seniors, any behaviors of your user, you also have to what explain it so that it can be able to touch all those points when it's executing your design for you. Then we have translating design system into prompting. So what discipline means is AI understands systems when you describe when you describe them correctly. It understands everything you want to say in as much you described it accordingly. And you have to give references to probably spacing, typography, scale, logics, and everything you want it to do. You have to you have to specify all those stuff. And also using design language, not tool language. What that simply means is, this is an example. Tool language sound like AI-powered task management with analytics and offline for storage. Why some design language can be a calm space to see what matters, focus deeply and understand. That is a design, but you have to speak what you have to speak the language of what that is actually understand, so that you're able to give you the best result of what you want it to do. And also iterating when the first output is bad. Now, this is very important. You might not get what you want at first. Like you might not get it immediately. You might not get it, okay, this is how I want it to be. For example, based on this design, this is not the first iteration I did. I think this should have been like probably maybe the fourth or the fifth iteration for it to look clean and good like this. So, but when it comes to um AI, you have to what keep on iterating for you to know what you want to you know what you want. So you have to iterate it to fit into what you want it to do. So and for you to be able to iterate or prompt it properly to give you your desired outcome. So um poor outputs usually means unclear direction. If you give it what you want to do, it will try its best to give you what you prompt it to do. And iterate by tightening intent, not adding features. So, for example, let's say some area is bad. Make sure you what highlight that section. Okay, this place I want it to be this, I want it to be that, I want it to be this. Instead of you adding more features, make sure you refine everything you want first. Make sure it looks like what you want it to be. Then before you start adding features. Then also diagnose before regeneration. So regeneration, I'm going to show us during the practical section. Regeneration means like, okay, you want it to regenerate another example. So you have to diagnose what the problem is first before you say it should regenerate, so that you can give it a prompt of what you want it to do. Then the designer's prompting mindset. So clarity over assumption. You have to be clear. Don't assume it knows what you want to do. No, you have to be clear on what you want, how do you want the design to look like. You have to be clear. Then taste is still your responsibility. How you want this design to look like, the outcome, how you want it to be, it's still your responsibility. For example, what I achieve here is what I want it to look like, because I gave it some examples, I gave it some references. That was why it was able to give me this. So, how you want it to look and taste also means how you want it to look like. It's still a responsibility. You don't commit everything to AI. In as much you know what you want to do, it will definitely it will try as much as possible to yield to what you want it to be. Then AI amplifies your strength and your weakness. If you are lazy to give it a good prompt, it will also give you that same response. And if you are very focused on this is how I want it to be, you can prompt it to what to give you your desired results. Then designing the future intentionally. Then AI is a medium, not a trend. It's a medium as a designer, or if you're a new designer, if you've been designing for a while, AI is a medium, not a trend. It's a medium for you to what to sharpen yourself, sharpen your skills. And prompting is a core design skills on its own. Prompting is a skill for you to be able to tell AI to do X, Y, Z for you. It's a skill on its own, not it's a skill on its own. And also the best designer will be invisible, not automated. Then, so personally, these are some of the my prompts concept that I use. When I want to prompt an AI, I make sure I give it the project overview and the consent. I give it the type of product, if it's a mobile app, if it's a web app, if it's internet tool, I define that. Also, I tell it the stage of the project, if it's MVP, if it's ready for production. All these things I make sure I touch them before I start my design so that it will give me one of the best results that I have. There are still more, but these are the ones I use that gives me what and gives me what I need. Then these are the tools that we are going to be using. We use ChatGPT, we use Gemini, and we use Google AI Studio. Google AI Studio. This tool is owned by this tool is owned by Google. Then this is owned by OpenAI. Then AI will make your work easier and faster, and you won't believe how far you can go when you start using AI. So, and this is all about this presentation. So it's now time for us to go to this is now time for us to go to the practical aspect of it. So the one we just said is just basic understanding for us to be able to know how we want to use this AI to achieve all we have to do. Then we have give me 1 minute. So shout out to Adebimpe and Adenike. So and they've been very helpful for putting this together. And so how many people is on the Zoom? So those on the Zoom, can you meet yourself? Do you understand everything I said? Do you have any question before I proceed to the practical aspect? If you can unmute yourself and if you have any question before I proceed to the practical aspect, if anybody have any question.
Thank you, sir. Very clear, sir.
Very clear. Okay. So any other person, do anybody have any question or anything before we proceed? Okay. If there is none, then let's go to the browser. So as I said earlier, these are the stuff I use personally. Let me come down. So let me just copy this. So, and what I want us to work on is personally, I work in a corporate settings. And let me just open ChatGPT. So personally, I want us to solve a problem here online. Then from there we'll be able to move forward. So personally, I work in a corporate settings where what we do is I have my personal email, I have office email, I have Slack, I have Slack, I have Teams. I have to, those are different apps. And so what I want us to do together is for us to create a web app, like a platform where I can be able to see all my DM in one place. Instead of me jumping through WhatsApp, jumping to Slack, jumping to Gmail, um, jumping to what's it called, Teams to get my notification. We want to create an app, just one app, one that we entails that we store all our inboxes in one place. So that's what we are trying to create today. So and so for us to save time, so I will just paste. Sorry. So I will just copy all this. These are the things that I use. I will give out these stuff later. So let me just copy all this. Then I'll give it a prompt that says, explain myself, my situation, then I'll tell you to provide answers for all this section. So what I do is I'll just explain myself. Okay, I am a designer that use different apps like Slack, Teams, WhatsApp, Instagram, Instagram. What else again? Gmail, Gmail. What other tools do we use for that send emails? Okay, LinkedIn, and yeah, let's just use this and LinkedIn. All my inbox are scattered on different platforms. I want to create a web app that that may see all my inbox inboxes in one place. The name of the app should be called. Can someone suggest a name for us? Can someone suggest a name? Can you hear me? Sorry, can you hear me? Let me see. Okay, let's.
Cube app.
Sorry. So is Francis saying something?
Yeah, so we should call it maybe cubic app,
Cubic,
something like that.
cubic app. Okay, so let's call
See
it
you.
cube. Okay, see you. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's call it cubic app. So now I want to adjust this other section. This is okay. It's a web app. It's a web app, and what else again? It is not a concept. It's a production ready and core problem. Users pain point. Okay, I've answered this. Actions, I've done this. It should be high fidelity. It should be high fidelity, product ready. Okay, so I will now tell you to provide answers based on what I, based on the problem I listed above. Provide detailed answer. So let's see. So it's going to write everything for us. So everything that we list, everything that it's based on this problem I gave it to it. So it's providing all the answers accordingly. So this is it. So it provides all the answers that we need. So it's still writing. Yeah, so it has provided all the answers for us. So this is just to save time, but these answers can be done through your research. But this is just to save us time for us to be able to what to iterate and so that we can move faster. So I'm going to copy all this. I'm going to copy all this and I'm going to say, okay, another prompt I'm going to give it now is you mm, I want to design, I want this design to be done by an AI Gemini. So generate accurate prompt to get this web app done. Then after that, we will have and also you are a designer with you okay, you are a lead designer with 15 years experience. So I will now paste this. Then let's see. Let's see the prompt it's going to give us. So now look at it. It says you're a principal product designer with 15 years experience in designing complex, blah, 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 everything, all what we said, linear notion, and it states everything that we had before. Look at it, Slack, Teams, WhatsApp, Instagram, everything that. So it has stated everything. So we are not going to copy this again. I just want to copy this. Let's see. Let's copy it to the bottom. Okay. So, and so then we'll copy this. Now, the app we are going to use to do the design is called Gemini Studio. Gemini Studio. So this is a Google Gemini Studio. When you click it, then this is what you see when you first log in. When you create an account, this is what you see. Then you click this button, this one called Build AI App. When you click, it's going to give you something like this. Then you paste the prompt. You paste the prompt like this. Then you say build. Click build. Then you wait. Let it cook. So we are going to give it time. It's trying to read and oh, internal error. Retry. Why am I getting internal error? Oh, there is an external error. Why am I getting an error? Uh, let me see. Let me just let me troubleshoot it. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. So let me try and troubleshoot it. Go AI Studio. Okay, I think it's working now. Let me share my screen again. So it's loading now. It's picking out the requirements, every function that we give to it. It's putting everything together. So it's still loading. So we have to give it time. You have to give it time for it to be done. So basically, for those that are joining, we are trying to build an app that keeps all our inbox in one place. For example, we have Gmail, we have Slack, we have WhatsApp, we have Instagram. Those are different apps that has different inboxes. So we want to put them together inside just one app. So that is what we are trying to build now. So let's see what the outcome will look like. Let's click allow and let's see. Good. Look at it. I don't, sorry, can you see my screen? And can you see what the outcome of what we have? So now, hold on. So as you can see, this is what it gives to us on the first trial. So now, and what we have to do is we have to start troubleshooting it accordingly because this does not look like what we want it to be. So, and let's see, this does not look like what I want it to be personally. So I have to start troubleshooting it one after the other, giving it instructions, giving it what it have to do, and every other things. So now let's start with this. Let's start with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot this place. I'm going to screenshot it. So I'm identifying the problem one after the other. So I'm trying to solve it one after the other. So I'm going to screenshot this place and also give it an instruction like, okay, um, mm, I'm going to tell it to adjust this section properly. So properly. So then I will send it to it. I'll tell it to adjust that section properly. So let's see what it's going to bring out for us. So and one thing is there are different mistakes that you might see though. There are different mistakes you might see though. So you don't give it all the prompt for it to get it done altogether. No, you pick the problem one after the other. That this is what you want it to do this, do this, do this, and do this. So instead of you putting it together, you have to wait. So it has done that one. It's trying to reload. Let's see what it has. It's trying to reload now. Can you see now? It has adjusted it automatically. So that is fine. And also it comes back again. Let's see. Let's see what the problem is coming from. Mm, let's give it a big screen. I'm going to set it again that make this wider. I'm just going to say make this section wider. Make this section wider. Let's see what it has for us. Yeah, so let's see what it has, and let's see if all this section is functional. Okay, it's working. It's working now. So, okay, it's still buggy anyway, but it's still buggy, but let's see. I think it's still loading. Okay, it's still loading. So another thing I want to be able to do is okay, it's loading. Let's see what it has for us. Okay. So this is what it has for us now. I think that problem has been solved. So another thing I want to be able to do, let's see what we have. Okay. So another thing I want to be able to do is it's even designed the dark mode and light mode for us. This is a light mode and dark mode. So, but this is still fluctuating. Let me just tell it to make sure. Let me give it a prompt again. This section is well, this section have a good space and not collapse too small. So let's let that go. So another problem I'm going to tackle now is And that section I'm going to tackle now is what? Let's see if we can type. So we can't, another thing that we can't do is we can't type. Let's see. I can't type. So I'm going to tell it to, I can't see what I'm typing. I'm going to tell it I can't see what I'm typing. Okay, it's still loading. It's still loading. Hmm. Okay, it's responding. Sometimes it takes time. You have to just be patient with it and see what it is. It's still loading. Let's see what the internet is. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have. Okay. I think this is done already. Okay. So now let's see if this is workable. So I think that this one is fixed now. Now the next thing is I want to be able to type here. Okay, before that, this section is I can't see what's there. Let me tell you to fix that. The left side. Okay, the right side of the design as cut off. Let it be let it be visible. Let it be visible. So then when that one is working, then we'll take another screenshot for the typing section. I want to be able to type and send. Then let's keep that. Let's wait for this to finish and then we start the next one. Okay, it's still cooking. It's still cooking. Let's give it time. Okay, it's loading already. Okay, let's see what it has for us. Okay, it's loading. Let's see. So can we see now? Now, the section that cut off before, the place that cut off before now it's out. So the next thing to do now is to give 1 minute. So the next thing is the chat section. Um, let me see. So no, not this. Let me see. So I'm going to tell it to let the chat section be functional. I'm going to paste this. Let the chat section be functional so that I can type and send message to so that I can chat and send message. Then let's see so they can type and send message. So let's send this forward and let's see. Okay, it's still coming up. Okay, it's still loading up. Let's see what we have. So let's look for the next thing that we might want to fix on it, and which is what let's see sent. Okay, this is the only one working. We want to see the sent, the archive. Let's see work. It has a filter. Work client, personal, then urgent. Okay, so another feature I would love this thing to have is I want to be able to filter by different provider. I want to be able to filter my email to Slack, to message, to WhatsApp, to LinkedIn. I want to be able to see the filter. So that's the next thing we are going to tackle. So now let's see. Um, let me see. What do you tell it to do here? Okay, we want it to for us to be able to type. Let's see. Okay, I can type, but I can't see. Okay, I can type, but I can't see. Now I can type, but I can't see what it is. Now I can type, but I can't see what I typed in the text box. So probably it's set the color to be white. So let's see what it's going to fix this to be. So as I was saying earlier, I want to be able to filter based on different apps. So I want to be able to see the filter of LinkedIn, of Gmail, of WhatsApp, of everything. I want to be able to see it here. So I will take a screenshot again. I'll come here, then I'll screenshot here, then I will tell it what I want. So it's still loading. Let us finish this. Okay, it's almost done. Let's finish this and see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us. It's still loading. Okay, I think it's almost done now. Now let's see. Can we see now? So let's try and send a message. Hello, I won't be at work today. Can we see? We can now send a message. That problem has been solved. Then we are moving to the next one, which I said I want to be able to see those I want to be able to see each provider filter by LinkedIn, by Gmail. I want to be able to see that here. So let us proceed to that. Then so um I want to be able to filter cubic with respective message providers, Gmail, LinkedIn, um, Instagram, Instagram. What else again? Okay, WhatsApp, etc. So I've done a screenshot. I'm going to send this again and let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see. So now this has been solved. Then and what else again? Okay, we have a call. So I will also want this to be functional. This sent and archive. I want those ones to be function. Excuse me, I want those ones to be functional. So this is cooking already. The provider that we want to have here. Let's see what it gives us. Yeah, perfect. So look at this. Now we gave the prompt again. We want to be able to filter with Slack. This is Slack. Gmail. This is Gmail. WhatsApp. This is WhatsApp. Teams. LinkedIn. Instagram. So if you want to see all platform, we click. This is what we have, right? So and we can go in between them. So as you can see, we don't do any design. We are still going to polish this for it to be the best, right? So, but for now, this is what we have now, and we have those other filters is still here, right? So we can filter as much as you can. So instead of you jumping from one app to another, you can easily what just prompt it. So now the next thing I want you to do is I want it to be able to what I want this to be functional. The inbox, the sent, and the archive. I want this to be functional. All I will just do is just paste the screenshot here again. I want inbox. What else again? Sent and archive to be functional. Now let me send it. So now let's wait and see what it's gonna give us. Let's wait and see what it's gonna give us. Mm, it's still loading. So so we can also check and see if you have any other thing that you want us to adjust, let me know so that we can prompt it for us to be able to what for us to be able to adjust everything together. If you have anything you want us to adjust, let me know so that I'll give it the prompt, then it will adjust it for us. Let's wait for it to let's wait for it to what to complete its action. Okay, I think it's done. It's loading already. Yeah. So can you see now? Sent is working. Archive is working. You see, it's working now. So now the one thing less that I want to do is, can you see, look at this attachment? Wait, let me see. Can you see that this attachment button is not working? So I want to be able to add attachments and I should be able to send attachments through this app. Now, once again, I'm going to go there. I'm going to just prompt it again. Then let's go again. I want to be able to what? To add attachments to, sorry, I want the attachment button to be functional. So then what else? I want the attachment button to be functional. I want it to be functional. So that's the next thing I want it to do. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we have. It's still loading. So we all know what attachment button looks like, how attachment works. So it's just for us to be able to attach a document, then we'll send it. So when it's functional, we'll be able to open our computer, select an attachment, then send it to the person. So let's see what we have, what it has for us. Let's see where it is. Okay, it's almost done. As you can see the progress of what it's doing here by the side. So let's wait and see. Mhm. Okay, there's an error. So there's an error. It's analyzing the error itself. Okay. So another thing I want some changes with is what else again? Automatically it gives us dark, light and dark mode. So this is light mode, this is the dark light mode, and this is the dark mode. So automatically it gives us that. So at least this design is a good head start for everything we want to do. But we can still make sure this is well polished, that it's so good that to a very, very good and professional level. So but regardless, let's still see what let's make this the attachment, let's make it functional. So we are waiting for the AI to complete what it's doing. Okay, it's almost done. Okay, I think it's done. Let's see what it has for us. Okay, so now let's see if the attachment button is working. See, it's working now. I can select a picture, I can send it. So it attached it already. Then I can type a message. Here is the background image you requested for. That is it. It has sent it already. So it's sent already. So that one is done. So basically, everything you want to do is just for you to know what you want to tell the AI to do for you. So basically, as you can see, for us to go from design, for example, and you know the one good thing about this is as it's doing the design, it's also writing the code. These are the code of everything that we have been doing. As we are giving the prompt, it's making correction, it's also writing the code. All you need to do is just move this code to your GitHub and forward it to anybody that wants to use it. Then connect your backend, you should be good to go. Now, the only thing I want to do is now I want you to refine this design so that it will be so good. Let's give that a try and let's see what it gives us. I want this design to look um professional, like it was designed by lead designer at Apple with over 15 years experience. Let's use statistics. Let's use statistics for here. I want the design to be statistics. Okay. Like it was designed by, okay. Then let's send it. So we want to try and make the design. Let me take the screenshot and let us see what we can have. Let me take a screenshot of this and let me keep it somewhere. No, let me take a screenshot and save it on my PC. Okay. Then what else again? So let's see what the outcome will be. So it's working out now. So we are done with the functionalities. Let's just focus on the how the design looks, like how the design look. Let's see what it's gonna give us. And if you make a request and it's working on the design and probably it made a mistake or you don't like what that version of correction is, you can easily reverse back to the previous one. But let this one, when this is running, you won't be able to do that. You can see it blocks everything out. But when this is completed, you will see what I'm talking about. So it's still loading. Okay, there's still some errors, so it's still trying to fix the errors. It's audit itself. If there's a bug, there's an error, it's going to find a way to fix that error before it gives you feedback of what it's talking about. So let's see, let's give it a little more time for us to complete what it is. So for those that can hear me, do you have any features that you want us to improve? Any correction that you want us to improve? Do anybody have anyone or anything you can see on the screen that you want us to work on? You can mute your mic and talk. Anybody? Let's see what we have. Okay, it's almost done. It's almost done. It's almost done. It's almost done. Okay, let's see what it has for us. Can we see the before and after now? It's a little bit, let me see. Let me see the difference of what it gives us. Okay, I think this is a little better than what we have before. What else again? Everything is still working. Everything's still working. Sense is working. Okay, no inbox. Let's reload. Okay. Sent, nothing else sent. Archive. Okay, we have one on archive. Let's see. Okay. Failure to call given API user ask I see it quarter. Please try again. Okay. Okay, no problem. So let me see which app is talking about that. Okay, so now if you want to revert back to what you have before, you just have to click restore. It will take you back to the older version of what you have. If you want to go to the first one, you just scroll this restore. You just click restore. It's going to take you back. So to what you're but I think we are cool what we have as at now. So, but we are going to proceed. So what else? What else do we have to edit? Do I have any other thing I want to edit here? Okay. Um, let me create a profile. I want to change this to a user profile. Change this to user's profile. Change this to user's profile. So I want to change this cubic unlock this thing to user's profile. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what we have. Okay, it's almost done. Okay, I think it's loading now. Mm, I think I don't like this AI summary. I may have to remove it. I don't like this AI summary. Yeah, look at it now. It has automatically it has automatically changed it to user's profile. Then what else again? I don't like this AI um insights. Remove remove every AI insights. So this will be the last thing we want to adjust. Let's see what it has. Let's see what it has for us. It's still loading, it's still loading, it's still loading. So, and for us to be able to use the actual icon for all these apps here, we have to download those logos, put it in a file, in a folder, then tell it to what to pick the logos from XYZ so that we'll be able to what to match. But this is just the one it has inside its own personal um icon library. So as you can see now, the insight is gone. So we now have a cleaner what interface from what we have before, from where we started from and where we are now. It's a very, very, very big difference. So and let me add one more thing. Give me 1 minute. Um, why is this thing blocking my way? Okay, let me just type let the let the font be sleek. So some of the font are big, but I just want the font to be kind of sleek. Then let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us. Mhm. So it's loading. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see. Yeah. So this is better. So and so this is where we are going to call it a day today, personally from my side. So in case you want to do something like this, just make sure you just follow the step. It's recorded on YouTube. And do anybody have any question before we call it a day? And for the give me 1 minute. So if you just want to follow if you want to follow the process, it's on to be recorded on YouTube. You can easily go back and follow the process, and you can also try your hand on one or two of these. And when you do that, you can send it to me personally, or you can put it on the group. Then from there, we know send the corrections or how, if you are stuck, just let me know so that we can be able to know how to make every correction. So do anybody have any question before we proceed? Mm. Do anybody have any correction before we call it a day? Those on what's it called on YouTube. If anybody have any questions so that we can attempt it before we call it a day. Okay, you said, can you please send us? Yeah, I saw your message. Who is this? Okay, Apata Murayo. So I'm gonna send the what's it called? Prompt and the slide to everyone in the team on the group so that you can be able to to check all those prompts and also the videos. Um, so I'm going to send the video out to on the YouTube, so we'll be able to check that. Then if anybody have any other thing, sorry, Fadike, can you help me check YouTube if there's any question there? Pratical, can you hear me? Mm, let me see. Oh, Unique, is there any question on YouTube? Okay, let me check. Give me 1 minute. So someone said, hold on. Mm, mm. Okay, so this is where we are going to call it a day for the training. So if you have any other question that you want to ask, just send it directly. Then we'll be able to attend to all your questions. Thank you very much for joining. Bye.